Over the last few days since the passage of Hurricane Irma, I've had the opportunity to do my own assessment and touching base with the people to see how they would have been affected. Apart from those whom I've spoken to around the entire island, I spent some time in particular in my constituency from Harris's down to Newton Ground. And I just wanted to say that our people really have had the blessings of God with them during the passage of this hurricane. Because here on the northwestern part of the island of St. Kitts, open to the Atlantic, we really, if we were not spared, would have been totally devastated.
You can tell when a place is ruled by the Lord because the heart of man is very caring. So we are our brother's keeper. We really are. Yeah.
Somebody told me, you know, so your Prime Minister, I said, who? He said, Donkey. I said, where you be? So I'm going up there. Me shout now where I call and what the noise. And when I could pass me gate and don't come look for me.
But you were not down there, they say?
Yes.
You were there?
I was there behind the back and fix the door because the door can't shut good. So me and my grandson
from the hurricane?
Yeah. And the pastor me, he will be right there.
You
So
got
I
any
tell you
tarpaulin?
No, me not got another thing.
You need a door and some tarpaulin. Looking at firstly the institutions, our schools seem to be intact. The churches, very minimal damage, if any at all. Our police stations and health centers and the daycare centers also seem to be unaffected. But what we have seen in particular are some damages, especially to roofs. And I look specifically at the situation in Saddlers, what we call the extension of the lower project of Saddlers, where a number of houses have been affected, not only in the extension part of lower project of Saddlers, but also the initial project. Of course, a lot of those houses were built very many years ago, maybe as early as the 50s and 60s. And also looking at the situation in St. Paul's, where we've seen very many houses having their shingles blown off. In some cases, one or two cases completely, and in a few cases on one or two sides. This, I believe, is what is most troublesome to the people in this constituency from Harris's down to Newton Ground at this particular time, because we understand that there is a new hurricane that is threatening. I was very pleased this morning to witness the distribution of tarpaulins by the Red Cross. I want to commend them for their ongoing sterling service in the making of human life much more comfortable. I know that NEMA also would have distributed some tarpaulins before, but I was on the spot to see quite a bit of distribution taking place in Saddlers. Although, of course, there is much more that is required because the people are saying that they still need to have their homes covered.
The shingle came off and then the roof rise up. The water started to come in from that side here. And then the west shingle here have shingle come out between the roof them and so on leaking between. So right now I have to go and get myself after this a new roof, which I'm just asking God to help me because the fertilities is not right available now, so I just have to wait until. I wasn't able to go, so I sent my son, but he said to the NEMA, and what a lot of questions they had to ask him before I get a little tarpaulin to put on the roof.
He hurt me, no? Because they need the tarpaulin. Oh my God. What to do? Who to go to?
Considering there is going to be, it would appear, another storm in a day or two.
I ain't have no electricity. I ain't have, okay, the cable and the phone. I ain't have. But, you know, I have water coming, going and coming. But anyhow, I think, thank God for life. We are here on the land of living today. And I would like to tell everybody, put their trust in God, because it's God have us here today. It's not no luck. It's God who have us here.
Parsons, in particular, I've also seen 1 or 2 damages that need to be corrected. You see, we've come through this, but we couldn't do it alone. And as everybody has been saying, there must have been the guiding hand of God that allowed the hurricane to veer north, thus having us escape the eye and the walls of the eye of the hurricane. We now prepare for the future. Another one. I ask us to be vigilant, and while we are looking after ourselves here, let us also remember those who are in the neighboring islands who have had terrible destruction as a result of being in the direct path of the hurricane. And so, as we look at ourselves and try to, as they would say, Parson would christen his child first, we nevertheless must remember that we have children over there, Kittitians and divisions over there in those neighboring islands who need our support. And I want to use this opportunity again, as I did last night, to ask that vessels, operators and owners who can make it down to the neighboring island, St. Martin. There are people in St. Martin who have been calling upon me, calling my home, asking if nothing could be done for vessels, ships to come down, boats to come down and take them out of St. Martin. Because naturally a lot of them have been there on visits. Some of them, for whatever reason, don't feel comfortable anymore to be there and want to return home. Again, I make an appeal not only to our volunteers but to all the authorities, especially NEMA, working in collaboration with the government to ensure that those people who are Kittitians and divisions who want to come home and have no other means of coming home, if we can consider sending a vessel or 2 for them. Thank you.
Oh, I feel for them so much. I feel for them, but all we just have to do is pray that this one that on its way ain't nothing hurt, ain't do no much damage to anybody. So that anyone lost their lives, but we can't do nothing about that. It's a good idea. People need assistance, sometimes you don't know who to turn to, so if they come to you, you will really know, you know, and they approach you, you can open up yourself and let them know exactly what you need. That sometimes you're in problem and you don't know who to go to, but if they come around, it's a good idea for them to do that.